I have covered communities on SteemPeak. Now I'm going to head over to Steemit. I'm going to talk about communities and how you can interact with communities using Steemit. So from 2 videos back, you'd have some idea of what communities would look like on Steemit because I presented the communities in beta.steemit. So since then, a few little things have changed, so it's still worth me making this video just so you can, have a feel of what the actual final product looks like. Well, should I say, released product looks like. After all, things are always changing with Steam and updates, etc., etc. So, okay, let's get into this. So the best place to begin is probably with your own channel. So with SteemPeak, it looked a little bit different once communities were implemented. And with Steemit, the same goes. It looks a little bit different as well. So the first thing you'll notice is the blue ribbon at the top. So communities are live, read more. So you can click on that and you go to a post which explains a little bit more about communities. This would be only a temporary banner. I wouldn't think this would be here for too long, maybe a month or so. But it's just an easy way just for you to access more information about these communities. So I recommend that you use that. Okay, so below that, you can see we got your cover image and we got your avatar next to the name of your page. So my Spectrum Economics, I've recently changed my avatar and my pictures, make it look a little bit different. But it also looks different because of changes made by Steemit. So you can see here, we've got followers, which is the same number of posts and following. But what's been added here is your SP. So that is I think it's your effective steam power. So that is the amount of steam power that you've bought, that you've staked, plus any delegation you've received minus anything you're delegating out. And at the end there is a ranking. So I think that is a ranking based on the amount of effective steam power you have. Next line, I don't think that's changed too much. Other than here we have active 34 minutes ago. So that provides a little bit more information to people that go to your page, exactly how long ago you were active and you were using Steemit. Or I think probably more importantly, using Steam, I think, in terms of activities on the chain itself. Okay, so below that, we've got what I think I'm calling it your page toolbar. Technically, I'm not sure what it's called, but for the sake of this video, let's call it the page toolbar. So we've got blog and posts. So formerly that was just one. I think it was just posts. So now it's been split between blog. So that is posts that you have posted to your blog and nowhere else. And posts are all of your posts. So that is on your page plus in the communities. So everything, including re-steams as well. So under posts, you've got comments, and you've got payouts. So the posts that are going to be paid out fairly soon. Next to that, you have replies. So again, that is similar to like comments. You made a comment and someone's replied to your comment, someone's replied to your post. A convenient way of looking at it. You've got communities. You can click on that directly and you go into the communities. I'll explain that in a moment. You've got notifications. That was sort of hidden away previously on Steemit. It seems to be functioning a lot better now. On the other side, you have wallet. So that will take you to Steemit Wallet. That's another website in itself. And next to that, you've got settings, and that is settings for your page. That's changed a little bit too. So now with the settings, you can actually update your avatar and your cover image directly, and you don't need to do it with Steemit Wallet. Okay, so I'm going to now go and just take a quick look at what Steemit blog, I think it is, say about communities. So if you've clicked on read more, you should go to this post here by Steemit blog. And this post gives you a very basic outline of what communities are all about. So you can see this little picture here, communities on Steemit. Well, these are Steam communities because you can get them on SteemPeak too. But anyway, here we go. So we are excited to announce the official release of communities on Steemit.com. With this release, Steemit.com transforms from a decentralized blogging platform to a decentralized communities platform similar to Reddit.com, and finally delivers on its original promises as stated in the Steam white paper. So communities have been something that's been in the works for quite a while now. It's been at least 2 years it's been worked on, and to the Steemit team's credit, a lot of that work has been done by Steemit and Steemit Inc. themselves. So they have done a lot of work on that to bring to their website. SteemPeak have sort of used that idea as well, so sort of I guess, in sync with Steemit on that side of things, but it just gives you another way of viewing your community information. So let's go back to your channel now. So you click on communities and you'll see your subscriptions. So these are the communities I've subscribed to. So economics, I'm an admin, and all of the others, ThreeSPEAK, Activate, Education, Vegan, New Steam, and all these other ones, I'm just a guest. And that is some very good information here, very simple information about the communities you can join. You click on any of these and you'll jump straight into that community. So the next place I want to talk about on Steemit is the Steemit trending page or the Steemit front page, depending on how you look at it. And now it looks a little bit different. So I've shown the trending page before, and now we've got on the left and the right hand side some different things going on here. So we go over to the right hand side, we've got Coin Marketplace at the bottom there. That is the same as before. Above that, we've got trending communities. That's new. So these are the communities, I guess, are getting the most attention at the moment. I'm not sure the algorithms that apply to make them trending, but these are I think they're getting the most activity if I was to guess. On your left-hand side, you've got all posts, which is basically your trending page, but you have a button you can click on, which you can have a look at the newly created posts and the posts that are going to be paid out. They've taken hot out of that, but you can still access hot. If you add the extension behind steemit.com, you put hot, you can still see the hot posts. So hot is a bit different from trending. It's the posts that are fairly recent, that are gaining ground, getting a lot of upvotes fairly early on. We've got My Friends below that. So My Friends is basically your followers, the people that you're following, and it's got their posts. Below that, you've got My Community. So you click on My Communities, you'll go to all the posts that are coming out of the communities you've subscribed to. Below that, you've got My Subscriptions. So you click on any of those, you'll go straight to that community. And below that, you've got Explore Communities. That takes you to more of a general view of the communities and how you can join them and so on. So I'm going to begin by jumping into my economics community. As you can see here, this will look a little bit different because I'm an admin for that. So it's kind of like a trending page. As you can see here, we've got economics community and we've got the trending posts. So these are the posts that would have the highest payouts, I think, well, still ongoing anyway. A trending is, I've explained before, the trending algorithm works based on the amount of payout as well as how new the post is as well. So that's why you see some of the ones like education is up there above the one that's Super Bowl, because that's 17 days old, the Super Bowl, and the 21 hours. It's only 21 hours is the education post. And again, you can then click on that. You can see the newly created posts as well as the ones that have got pending payouts soon. So on the right-hand side, we have the name of the community, economics, and we've got a quick description of that, what it's about, and you've got a more detailed description a little bit further down. In between that, we have, you click on whether you want to join, which is already joined, correct, because I'm admin. You can click on new posts. So if you want to post a community, you click on that button. And we got some information about the community. So number of subscribers, what is the current pending payout of all the posts, and also the active posters, how many people are active in terms, I think it includes comments as well as actual blogs and stuff that's related to the community. And then you've got a few different things there in terms of you can edit. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Edit the community in terms of name and description. And you can go and edit roles, look at activity log, and so on relating to the community. So I'm going to exit my economics community for now, and we take a trip down that left-hand side, and we go to Explore Communities. So if you click on that, you should see something like this. And they are, here we are in the middle here. We've got the communities you can join. So there's a subscribe button. You can click on that. It's got a brief description about what that community is about. Like we've got OCD, which is Original Content Decentralized, is a curation project on Steam focused on original content. So it's got the number of subscribers, number of posts, number of posters, and who the main admin is. And it's the same for all of these. You can scroll down and they're ranked according to a particular ranking. I'm not sure how that's decided, but you can then click on that and you can view things based on a different particular order if you so want to. For example, you can organize the communities based on number of subscribers. So the rank and subscribers is not always the same. So you may have one that's got a lot of subscribers, but maybe they're not particularly active, so you don't get a particularly high rank. And also below that, you can look at the new communities. So I think that is in order of the newest communities. So again, if you want to be in there, want to be the first to, sign up, subscribe to a new community, you can see which are the newest using that order. Okay, so let's hop out of explore communities to my communities. So again, we see we've got another trending page. So we've got a trending page for all posts. We've got a trending page for a particular community. And now we have a trending page for all the communities that you're subscribed to. So yet another way of actually, looking through the content on Steam and finding what you want. And this is fairly useful. This is the same as what they have on SteemPeak. There's just a different way of doing it, in the sense you've got to go to this page first, and then you've also got various options about whether you want to look at trending, you want to look at your new content, payouts, etc. So for example, I can actually go into ThreeSPEAK. So I showed you what it looked like when I entered economics, and that was from the perspective of an admin. So it's a little bit different looking at it as an admin compared to just a subscriber or just a guest. So you can see over the right hand side, you still have the same amount of information. You still got the leadership teams and information about it, but you don't have so many options in terms of what you can do. Like, you can't edit. I can't edit ThreeSPEAK because I'm not an admin. I can't change who's in the leadership team and all that sort of stuff, but I can look at that activity log. So as your role is different, there's different levels of functionality in terms of each community. So you can do a lot of stuff with the economics, change a lot of things around. In ThreeSPEAK, I'm just basically as an observer, just to see exactly what is happening, which is still good because I can still do things like upvote content and stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm going to hop back into explore communities again. Two reasons for that. First up, I just want to show you the search function. So I showed you the search function in SteemPeak. And for example, if I typed in Bitcoin, that will give me all of the communities that got Bitcoin in their title. But if I use Bitcoin in Steemit, this is more like a Google sort of search engine. It's not Google, but it's a little bit more similar to that. And it gives me the communities that are Bitcoin related, for example. Like, you see some of these here don't actually have Bitcoin in their title. So in terms of a search for things, this is probably superior to what they have over at SteemPeak. So it's definitely worth mentioning, especially if you want to find particular things within the community and want to have a sort of a broader search than what you get with SteemPeak. The other reason why I want to get back to explore communities, because this is where is the starting point, should I say, of where you create your own community. As you can see, just above rank, there's a button there that says create a community. If you want to create a community, you just click on that button and it will take you somewhere else. And that somewhere else is actually Steemit Wallet. So you will get this page here, fairly simple, fairly straightforward. You just enter the title of your community and what the community is about. So I showed you that in beta Steemit in that previous video. And then you click on next. After clicking on next, you'll have an owner name which is automatically generated. So all of these names start with Hive, and then it is a dash, I think it's a 6-digit number. A lot of them seem to be starting with 1, 2. I'm not sure what the starting number was initially, but anyway, and it sort of builds its way up from there. And then below that, you have your password. So that is like any other password that you have, like with your main account. So this password is used to generate keys, so you need to keep this safe and secure. So with this here, this is the actual password linked to whatever that Hive number there was. And so this wasn't actually created, so there's no point going to Hive 129109 or any of that sort of stuff. None of this has actually been created. This is an example just for you to see. I didn't want to create another community. I'm actually happy with just the one before. So you want to know a little bit more about community creation, I recommend you go back to the 2 videos back, the beta Steemit communities video, and have a look at what's being done there. So how do you post to communities using Steemit? It is still fairly simple, not quite as straightforward as with SteemPeak, but with Steemit, you go to that respective community and then you click on post. So as I mentioned in one of the previous videos, there's a button you can click on and you'll see this here. So it's got posting to community economics, and then across the other side, you've got post to blog. So what you can do is if you don't want to post to that community, you can actually click on post to blog, and then it will revert back to just a post going to your regular blog and not to that community in itself. So with SteemPeak, we've got what we call cross-posting. And when you cross-post using SteemPeak, your post, let's say I put something in the economics community, I cross-post it to, let's say, a cryptocurrency community. So you'll see the post in the economics community, then you'll see the post again in the cryptocurrency community with the little message above. And that's how it will appear in SteemPeak. But if you've cross-posted SteemPeak and then you go to the Steemit user interface, you don't quite see the same thing. So this is my housing post. So you can see you've got the message there. This post has been cross-posted to the economics community using SteemPeak. But instead of actually having the post there, you've actually just got a link to the post. So why this is different is the way that it's set up within Steem itself. So when you cross-post, you're actually creating a post with the message and the link, and that's what goes in the Steem blockchain, and that's all it is. So it's SteemPeak that is actually placing the content of the original post for display purposes into their user interface for you to see, whereas Steemit is pulling it directly from the Steem blockchain, which appears as so. So it will be a little bit different. So if you're really into cross-posting, I strongly recommend that you use SteemPeak rather than Steemit. But even if you're using Steemit, you can still click on that and you can still view the original post. But also there isn't a cross-posting function within Steemit itself. So I don't know if that would be added at some point in time. I guess that's something for us to just wait and see. So once you've posted, your journey isn't quite over yet. So you can actually go to your post once it's been posted, and there's a few other things you can do. So you scroll to the bottom of the post. You will see something there's called admin. I'm going to show you something really cool in a moment, what you can do with that. But you can see next to that, chief economist. This is something cool that I think is only available on Steemit. We go over to the other side, you can see reply, pin, mute, edit. So you can reply to your own post. You can use this to pin your post to the top of the community. You can mute the user, hopefully not muting yourself, but if this is someone else's post, you can mute them if you think their content is not appropriate. And of course, you've got the edit button. But now I'm going to show you what you can do with admin. And there's a little thing there, a little pencil you can actually click on. So once you've clicked on the pencil, you can add your own special little title. And this is only for people that are part of the community team, shall I say. So I'm an admin, and I'm the only admin at the moment. So I've given myself the title of Chief Economist. So there we go. So I've written that in there. Click it and save it, and now I'm the Chief Economist of the economics community. I don't know if I'm going to keep this, but for now it's a little bit fun. And, you know, someone can actually see, oh, look, this guy's the Chief Economist. But, you know, this is cool. Economics community, whatever community you can create, you can come up with your own special, unique title. And at the moment, I think this is just a feature of Steemit. Again, though, SteemPeak might come up with something similar too, but it's kind of cool. Okay, so this brings me to the end of this video about communities on Steemit. And this brings me to the end of my videos about communities as part of this course. So you've seen communities on Steemit and on SteemPeak. It doesn't look like I'll be able to do any more updates to this course, not in regards to adding new video content, unfortunately, because of the new rules about Udemy. But this is certainly not the end of the journey when it comes to me presenting stuff related to Steem. So once I've got enough new material, I'll most likely come up with another course. I think it has to be less than 2 hours, and that will be again free as well. So should be more interesting stuff. Things are constantly changing on Steem. So hopefully you've enjoyed some of the stuff you've seen, and definitely if you're new to Steem, check out these communities. It adds a new element to the Steem ecosystem. Anyway, thank you for listening, and thank you for taking a look at these slides.